Okay, everything is getting up and running. Okay, guys, so I wanted to start this kind of weekly thing, calling it Unwind and Align. I'm not going to lie, a friend of mine actually said she started doing this where she just chats with friends. And I've tried doing something similar to this before, but it kind of resparked my want to do this because I think it's just kind of important, especially with everything going on in the world, to be able to just sit back and talk about it, don't talk about it, chill out and just like I said, unwind, really. So this is today is dog food cutting day. I had to go out and get 30 kilos of meat for my dogs and I'm in the process of cutting it all up and stuff. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. So what I need to unwind from is, well, I wouldn't even call it unwind necessarily. It's just really interesting. Last week, there seems to be a lot of chaos in the world. Like, you guys, if you've been just one thing after another, stuff coming at you, maybe your sleep's not that great. There's just life seems to be happening a lot lately. And I think that is because it's just energetically in the world, it's just like chaos right now. And there's a lot going on. And for those of us doing the mindset work, doing the personal growth, all of these things, I think we just feel it a lot more because we're in tune with the energies. We're aligning with the inner self, manifesting all that stuff. We have to be in tune with universe, God, whatever you want to call it, but the energetics of the world. And so with all this chaos going on, like, I don't even have to talk about, if you're from Canada, you know what I'm talking about. You're from the States, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we're a bit of a mess right now. So just all of this stuff happening, we're really kind of feeling it. And even yesterday, this is also why I really wanted to start doing this again. And with a bit of that twist of just like grab your wine, grab your, whether it's tea, maybe in Alberta, it was still snowing, grab your hot chocolates and just let's sit down and just get it out there. And I don't necessarily mean venting, just chatting, having a little downtime just to get it out and even reframe it, right? That's with the unwind and align. So we want to get the stuff out there, but then we want to realign it because just venting is pointless. You're just complaining to complain. So we want to vent, get it out there, but then we want to like shake it off and realign ourselves so we can, still go through. We don't let our week get really derailed, right? So yeah, I'm going to be doing this every Tuesday. It is 4 p.m. Well, I was going to say Eastern Standard Time, which it is, but right now, Eastern Standard Time is the same as Central Daylight Time. Because where I'm at, we don't do daylight. We are on Standard Time year round, which, oh, Mimi's outside, which throws everything off. So super fun. Although I hear Alberta might be getting rid of time switching also. So awesome. And yeah, so let's just chat about the week. So if you're coming in on this, leave me some comments. Eventually, I'm going to figure out. I was Googling, I have to change my Google plan where I can host the Google Meets and we can actually come together in the room, but still live stream it so we can actually, have that meeting together. And so, yeah, it's just been a lot going on last week. If you guys don't know, my doodle, love her to pieces. She has lymphoma, so there's always appointments, there's things to watch out for. She was born with one kidney, apparently super rare, but there she is on her chemo and prednisone, which attack the kidneys, and she only has one, so lots of blood tests, yada yada. And last week she ends up getting a nosebleed. Did not even know dogs could get nosebleeds, you guys. I'm not kidding you. Here's the plus side of this and realigning is that we already had the appointment for the vet and I was getting ready. We're going to literally leave in 10 minutes. and all of a sudden she just like starts spewing just blood everywhere. And of course I freak out because, she has lymphoma, she's on chemo and prednisone with her one kidney, and I'm like, what in the actual heck is happening? And yeah, it's just coming out. So it turns out it was just a nosebleed. Again, like I said, I did not know dogs got this, but whoo, gave me a little heart attack there. So it took a couple days. I took Friday and Saturday. I rested a little bit extra, that little bit self care. And I know the first instinct was just almost kind of like that. Oh my God, another thing, you guys, like, no. But then I was like, okay, that's not going to help. That's not going to solve anything. And then it ended up kind of being, what actually ended up happening is I asked some neighbors, and they're pretty good friends. Like, we're pretty good friends, but I asked them for help, and I kid you not, they didn't even question it. Just, "Yep, what do you need?" And I said, "Well, honestly, can one of you drive us so I can sit in the back seat with her to the vet's appointment?" And I'm like, "I don't know how long it's going to take." No questions asked. "Yep, let me grab my purse." That was it. So I feel like it was really huge for me. I do have trust issues. I've worked on that for many years now. But I've also been let down a lot in my life asking for help and not receiving it, because I'm usually the person people turn to for help. And it was just easier. I learned it was just easier to do everything on my own. So this was just this wonderful experience of knowing that there's people out there. Like, I can find these people. I have found two of them that I can put my trust in. They will be there for me, and I do get support. Like, so even though I would never say, "Oh, she had to have a nosebleed to teach me this lesson," or whatever, it's that reframe of life happens for us, not to us. And that's the big difference between, oh my God, she wants to go attack the cat, guys. I'm so sorry. If I don't let her out, she's going to bust through my screen. One sec. On the plus side, she's going to be very entertained for the next little while, which is amazing for me. But it's that, yeah, just I talk a lot. If you guys know me, if you follow any of my stuff, I do talk a lot about that positivity, that gratitude, having the perspective shifts, stuff like that. And it's not just about that, but it's really complex, but really understanding that when life happens for us, it's knowing there's lessons to be learned. It's for our benefit. There's something we're to learn and to grow and to gain out of it. When life happens to us, um, we really get put that victim mode, that poor me, oh my God. And I know, because I lived in victim mode for, well, the first 25 years of my life, for sure, maybe 30. I was huge victim mode. Like, I was the queen of making excuses, for sure. And it just, I think the biggest thing I've learned in reframing this to life happens for us, not to us, is really understanding that I think this is a great thing, but understanding that if I'm responsible for my life, like, no excuses, there's no blame, like, it's me. I make my choices, and I need to sleep in the bed I made. What is that? Lie in the bed you make, or something. I need to own up to that. But the awesome thing about that is, if we don't look on the negative of, look at the big crap pile I created of my life, what did I do? And we look at the positive of, well, if I put myself here, that means I can get me back out, because I did this. If I did this, I can undo this. And I think that's one of the most empowering places to be. The driver of your car, head of the helm, and etc. So yeah, it was just, it's a really, really, when you can shift into that, I think it's super, super empowering. I've really learned to love it so much. So even with like the past 7 months, I don't think I have enough wine to tell you the entire story of the past 7 months in this one little stream here. But it's been a lot to the point where even at Christmas, um, I mean, obviously I didn't break or anything, but I was getting really, and that's like Cisa had major surgery, stomach surgery, which we found the lymphoma in October. And then a week, 1 week before Christmas, my big guy goes in for major surgery to get this giant tumor that's attached to his spleen taken out and his spleen removed also. And I had to be here with him by myself. And then he was 13. He's now 14. He was 13 at the time. And he recovered really well from the anesthetic. Like the vet was super amazed. She's like, oh my God, like your dog is so healthy. This is amazing. But he did have, I think he was starting to almost get an infection. And then he ended up getting a fever. So, guys, I think it was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day Eve. I had to call an emergency vet out at midnight because he was shaking. I thought it was pain. It turns out he had a fever, so he was shivering. Anyway, so that's what I'm talking about when I was talking about that pile on thing after thing after thing. But okay, you know what? I don't want to get coachy here. That's not where I want this space. I want this space to just be like, instead of coffee chat, we're having wine chat. If you guys don't know me, I love my wine. I don't like to be drunk. I don't. I just really enjoy wine. Cab Sav is one of my favorites. Syrahs, love, love, love. The Okanagan, you guys, anyone who's out in BC in the Okanagan, the best wines out there. Oh my God, the best Syrah I've ever had in my life. One of the best Cab Savs I ever had. Oh, was it Burrowing Owl Winery? They had one of the best wines. And guys, if you like Chardonnay, I don't want to make the list for they don't even advertise their Chardonnay anymore because they have a waiting list. That's how amazing this stuff is. 50th Parallel in Kelowna. Mm. Anyway, it is amazing. You will love it. So if you don't know me, yes, I'm from Alberta. So yes, we all joke we're just a bunch of alcoholics up there, but I don't like to be drunk. I just really like wine. It's delicious. I love tasting it. I love smelling it. I just think it's delicious. Um, but yeah, so I hope I'm hoping, and I don't know if I'll get someone next week. Maybe I'll talk to a friend or somebody and see if they can pop on and have a little chat with me. But anyone, like I said, I want to look into, I have to, the Google plans so I can have a Google Meet, like a Zoom, invite people in so we can all have a nice chat together, but still stream it out there so people can comment, people can watch it after. Because I feel like it's kind of nice to build this community. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this. As women, we can really get caught up in the gossip, like very easily. It's like some sort of weird infectious disease where someone starts gossiping and all of a sudden you're like in there and you're like, ooh, and then we can get really wrapped up in it. I swear it's something to do with the female, although some pretty big gossips have been men that I've known in the construction world. But that's where I want this space to not just be gossip and complaining. I don't want that at all. That's why it's Unwind and Align, because we want to reframe it. We're getting it out, we're talking about it, and bringing ourselves back to center. So, more of the supportive community of having a nice chat, right? And I found this a ton, even with my coach. When I'm chatting with my coach, half the time, all you need to do is talk through it, say it out loud to somebody else, and just having that space of knowing someone's listening and saying it out loud. Half the time I answer my own question, I kind of solve my own problem, but I just needed that space to tell it and have someone else hear it. It's a weird phenomenon that happens, so that's kind of what I'm going for here, right? Just nice, supportive, let's chat. I know it's only Tuesday, but sometimes Tuesday is it's a long week already. So, and honestly, I have book club on Wednesday, so I can't do it on Wednesdays, guys. And then Thursday, it's too late because we're already practically at Friday. So let me know just to get stuff out there. What's your favorite wine? Do you even like wine? If you don't like wine, are you a beer person? What's your drink of choice? Do you prefer tea? You're non-alcoholic? Like, yeah, let me know. Let's start some good conversations, just chatting, just getting stuff out there, and really just, like I said, chatting, supporting, all that good stuff. And definitely message and let me know if you want to ever join, if you have a topic that you ever want to talk about. Um, I tend to, get, obviously, I love what I do, guys. I love coaching. So I do always tend to get coachy. Even with my friends, I'm always giving advice because I'm like, oh, you know what'll help? I am a fixer. That's also why I'm a very good massage therapist, as well as a, toot my own horn, but a great coach, is because it's literally in my personality to help people. That's all I want to do is solve people's problems. I am a fixer. I've been told also, especially in the massage world, I'm a healer. So I'm owning it now. I am also a healer. I'm here to help you. But having said that, I'm here to listen and I'm here to support. And like I said, just chat. Let's just have a chat. What's bugging you today? Um, like trying to get plates for my truck and I didn't drive it for so long that the battery died and then I had to get boosted and then I was very irritated at that. But that's okay. Lessons learned. Don't leave your vehicle sit for too long in the hot sun. Check your batteries. So many lessons in life. And realigning to bring it back and be like, right, why did this happen for me? What's the lesson? What's the silver lining? And yeah, so I'm just going to check if we've got any comments anywhere, any inputs. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so yeah, I just want to kind of, like I said, pop on, give a little what I'd like this space to be, what I'd like to grow it into, said, being able to share the link, have people come on the Zoom meeting. It'll be Google Meets, but the same thing. We can still live stream it, but just chatting, getting stuff out there, and oh, thank you so much. And yeah, just like I said, unwind and align, because it doesn't serve us any purpose to just vent. That doesn't solve anything. It just kind of stokes the fire and keeps us in that negative state. So if we can get it out and then let it go, then we're all set, and the week almost has to be good. So yeah, I can't think of anything else aside from my doodle with our neighbor's cat Mimi. He's so freaking cute, but he likes to walk along the fence there, and she chases him, but she hates to be apart from me. If you don't have a doodle, guys, let me tell you what doodles love: to be attached to you. If I could buy one of those like baby carrying bunny hug things and just like carry her on me all day, I feel like she would be extraordinarily happy with that. So she comes back to the door. She wants back inside. But then Mimi's outside. So she wants back out. And then she wants to come in and then back out. And then I have to do this, sweetheart, we're not playing this game. Stop it. And then she stares at me. You know, I'm a big softie, of course, because she's my baby. So that's something I still struggle with. It's funny. That actually brings up, I don't have people pleasing issues. I have dog pleasing issues. And let me know if you have a doodle, because you know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you, I've seen videos about the doodles, and the biggest joke, and this is so true: 3 hours petting, stop petting equals no pets. 1 minute late equals 3 hours late. 5 minutes early equals 3 hours late. Like, these dogs are so needy. It is beyond anything I've experienced before, but I love her to pieces. So, and guys, she weighs 60 pounds. So I'm definitely not toting her around in a baby carrier all day. I do have boundaries. I do. I swear. My boyfriend might disagree, but I do. So, but yeah, like I said, it's a grab your favorite beverage and every Tuesday at 4 o'clock Central Time. Now, like I said, I'm on Eastern Standard, which means I do not do daylight. So right now, winter, it's 4 o'clock. Summer, it'll be aligned with the Central Time, so 3 o'clock Eastern. No, spring forward. See, gets me every time. So anyway, guys, I'm going to keep this on the Tuesday. It'll be 4 o'clock Central all summer. Then it'll be 4 o'clock Eastern in winter. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to what this can turn into. My one of my friends said it's really turning into a awesome community, and the ladies are just loving it. Men are welcome, of course, but us ladies tend to vent. We need a little more unwinding usually. And as you can tell, there's no dress codes. This is to chill. This is get your comfy clothes on, grab your favorite beverage, and let's chill out together. There's no judgments. I always say there's no rules. We don't be kind. Don't judge. Don't swear, blah, blah. But yeah. So, all right, guys. Hopefully, can grab someone for next week. But just to let you know what I'm planning, what I'm starting, I think I'm going to come up with a cute little banner. Um, I love coming up with little banners. Let me know, like I said, if you have any ideas, because I also like themed events too. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, so leave comments, leave some ideas for me. If you want to join, let me know because I can share a link with you and you can pop on with me and we can actually have that chat together. It's always more fun when you're in the same Zoom room, so to speak, right? All right, guys. I will say have an excellent rest of your week, and we will see you next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central Time. All right.